Black magic. The words alone conjure up images of voodoo priests and priestesses, witches, horror movies, and all sorts of weird, creepy things associated with unusual ceremonies. The occult is very real, however, and many of the items used in various ceremonies and practices are quite creepy indeed. Some of these gruesome occult objects are nightmare-inducing, while others are just plain strange. Even weirder, though, are the everyday items with secret black magic uses. I am now going to cover 12 gruesome items used in occult and black magic rituals. Number 12. Embellished baby corpse. The embellished baby corpse, also known as human thong or golden boy, finds its roots in Thailand. These mummified fetuses have been dried up and covered in gold foil, then used to keep evil spirits out of the house. They can reportedly see approximately 20,000 kilometers around them, successfully scaring off any spirit before it dares try to enter a building. There are also wooden effigy versions of the human thong that need to be fed and cared for properly. Some are even bathed in liquefied human fat, or else they'll become tricksters and wreak havoc on a household. Number 11. The Hand of Glory. The Hand of Glory is not quite as glorious as it sounds, unless you're doing black magic, of course. It is the severed hand of a hanged man, preferably a criminal that has been mummified using a special blend of salt, long peppers, nitro, and zimmet. Once the hand's been properly prepared, it can then be used in spells, such as those that are involved in placing a burning candle in its grasp. Plus, if the candle is made from the fat of a hanged man, then the candle becomes even more powerful. In spells, the Hand of Glory and its accompanying candle can immobilize people, unlock doors, and tell the user where a treasure is hidden. Number 10. Gregory Bags. Gregory Bags are voodoo talismans that are used to serve one of two purposes. They ward off evil and give the wearer good or bad luck. The bags themselves aren't overly disturbing, and they're usually made from flannel cloth. However, the contents of the bag are an entirely different story. Depending on the spell or the purpose of the Gregory bag, they can contain anything from human or animal bones to stones to herbs and even graveyard dust, pieces of burial shrouds, blood and teeth. Number 9. Burial Shroud. A burial shroud is exactly what it sounds like, the cloth that a dead person was buried in. Rumoured voodoo practitioner Marie Laveau once created a Gregory bag from one with the intention of cursing the recipient with bad luck. She used a burial shroud from someone who'd been dead for 9 days. The longer the shroud is in the ground, the more powerful its magic becomes. Number 8. Dove's Blood. The dove is seen as a sacred bird representing peace, love and unity, which is why its blood is such a powerful object for practitioners of black magic. By distilling the very force of these creatures and using it as ink to write down spells, the black magic becomes even more likely to work. Dove's blood most often appears in Gregory bags, on paper, and even in voodoo dolls. It is particularly useful in love spells. Number 7. Binding Tablet. Binding tablets date back to the times of ancient Greeks and Romans, as they are still in use today. The tablets are typically made of lead, inscribed with a curse and related verse of black magic, and then are consecrated and dropped into a body of water. This last part involves the water is essential in order to ensure that the tablet gets into the hands of an underwater deity, or even the devil himself, so the curse written upon it can be activated. Number 6. Voodoo Dolls. Voodoo dolls are so commonplace in horror movies that it's easy to forget just how creepy they are once someone's spirit has been instilled in them. A voodoo doll is made to represent a particular person, essentially an effigy, and using it can manipulate the person in ways that can cause them to get sick or hurt. It can also give that person bad luck, make them fall in love, or do a number of different things. Some of them will also contain items such as hair or fingernails from the person whose spirit they represent, making them even more powerful. Number 5. Human hair. Human hair, whether it's from the head of a living person or a dead one, has many magical uses. When taken from a living person and placed in a voodoo doll, it can be used to control that person's actions. The hair can also be used in traditional love spells. On the other hand, when the hair is mixed with a substance like sulfur and is buried in a certain place, such as the corner of a yard, it can then be used to harm the person or the family that's living there. Number 4. Graveyard dust. Graveyard dust is exactly what it sounds like. Dirt collected from grave sites, preferably from a relative of the person whom the curse will be placed upon. This dust is used in both hoodoo and voodoo rituals and has many purposes. From providing protection from evil spirits, mix it with salt and place it under your front steps. To curse those who have wronged, you place the dirt under their bed. It can be sprinkled into Gregory Bags as long as the bag winds up in the hands of someone you wish to harm. Number 3. Bones. Bones of all different kinds are used in voodoo, black magic and occult rituals, and can either be from humans or animals depending upon the purpose of the spell. Human bones placed in Gregory Bags can be used to curse the person wearing it, or the bones alone can be used in necromancy. Animal bones, on the other hand, have far more positive connotations as they are most often used to invoke an animal spirit, so it can protect you from harm. Number 2. Dried bat wings. Dried bat wings commonly go into Gregory Bags for good luck, or can be combined with other items to heal the sick of various ailments. In fact, other parts of the bat are also used for these purposes in folk magic, which claims that certain parts of the bat can cure cataracts, shrink tumours, and calm one's epileptic seizures. Practitioners of black magic even believe that if they bathe in the blood of a bat, they'll be able to see in the dark. Number 1. Urine. Urine is a super potent fluid as far as black magic is concerned. If you somehow manage to get your hands on urine of someone you have a crush on, you can place it inside a special jar that will cause that person to fall in love with you. You can also curse someone with urine by pouring it into a jar, mix it with a few herbs, and then burying it into the ground, causing that person to get sick or even completely dehydrate.